Keshya. Hey people of the internet, my name is Keshya Valerie, and today we are gonna be discussing about 2020 resolutions. So I have 20 goals that I plan to achieve by this year, which is 2020. Haha, get the pun. So today I'm just gonna break it down for you guys, and maybe this can also serve as your New Year's kind of resolution idea. Also, this video was meant to be posted in the beginning of January, so the first week of January, but guess what? Those noises, construction noises, neighbors. Also, I'm trying a new makeup style today. I look really badass. I look like a baddie. The sound of the water heater stopped, so let's just get on to our 2020 resolutions. Before I start listing all my 20 goals, I just want to say that I will be dissecting all these resolutions into 5 different categories. The first one being my academics. So things related with my school life, homework, IB curriculum, yada yada yada. And the second category is my physical well-being, so stuff related with my exercise, my health. The third category is my emotional well-being, building strong character, how I handle certain situations. So those kind of things will definitely go to my emotional well-being category. And then the fourth category will be creativity. So things related with my hobbies, my creative endeavors, such as painting, developing a new skill, obviously related to like the artistic realm. The fifth and the last category will be spirituality. I feel like in 2020 I've completely, not completely, but I've just kind of lost touch with my religion. I am a Christian, and this year I just really want to step up my faith game, if you know what I mean. So yes, that is what we're going to be exploring today in this video. So my first goal related to academics is quite ambitious actually, but I feel like this is not something you can instantly achieve. It's something you can fulfill over like a long period of time, and that is to get an average of 6 in IB. If you guys don't know, IB is graded up to a 7, so a 7 is a maximum score you can get, and that is the best score you can get. I'm aiming for a 6 just because so I am aiming for a 6 just because I feel like I can't get 7 in all subjects. I tend to be really strong in some areas such as business or Bahasa Indonesia. I got like an average of 7 for BE, I think. In business, I think I already got a 6, I don't know. Whereas in certain areas such as math and economics, and even English, I still have to improve on. This year I just really want to keep up the consistency and just try to be more well-rounded in a way. The second goal is to improve my essay writing. As I said before, even I still have problems with my English IB scores. I'm taking higher level English and literature, and let me tell you that English and IB is unimaginably difficult. It's so hard. My scores from the first and second term, they aren't really much of a difference, although I did improve in the second term. But my scores weren't exactly the scores I've been hoping to get. I feel like for my essay writing skills in English, I just need to improve my train of thought and how I construct my thoughts and put them down on paper. My essays mostly just look like a messy blob of thoughts, so I need to work on that. I plan to make at least 2 articles each month. Third goal is also a long-term kind of goal, and that is to get into a uni. As much as possible, I want to get into a uni abroad. My parents are still kind of hesitant and kind of like iffy about the idea of me going abroad because they still think that I'm not independent enough to do that, but we'll see where that goes. Probably by the end of the year I can manage to convince my parents that I'm suitable enough to go out of the country. I'm not discriminating if I go to a local university here in Indonesia. I'm not complaining. Local universities are so great, especially for the majors I'm interested in. This brings us to our fourth and last goal of the academic category, and that is to figure out my passion. The subjects I'm interested in tend to be subjects that I'm good at, so business and language. I thought that if I didn't get a business degree, I would get a degree in communication. I feel like communications is much more versatile, but as of for now, I think my mind's quite set on getting a business degree just because I like the subject. But maybe, we don't know. Maybe it can change by the end of this year, and I'll keep you guys updated. The second category here is my physical well-being. Goals under that category would be exercise more, because I'm actually thinking of quitting the gym. Even though I'm like, I wrote this goal, but like, I'm so stupid. Anyways, I don't know. It's been demotivating me because I just don't really like the environment where I exercise in. I don't really like the gym environment because my anxiety is always just, you know? I always feel like I'm judged by people, especially with the type of clothing I wear. Indonesia is very backward-minded regarding that. I mean, sometimes I go with a shirt and just leggings and people would just be staring at my ass. And some personal trainers have been hitting on me. A minor. So yeah, I'm thinking of quitting the gym and applying to a different gym in a different area maybe, or just buy like a yoga mat and just exercise at home. And then the next goal is to eat healthier. Actually, there is some construction going on in my house. It's downstairs and we're revamping our kitchen. So my mom thought that it would be a good idea to kind of reconstruct our kitchen just because I have to learn how to cook, and I feel like this would be a really good opportunity to cook something healthy and something nourishing for my body because I just want to be healthier, you know? I get sick a lot, so I just feel like that's something I need to work on. This also correlates with our next goal, which is to try cooking more vegan food. I'm not vegan, just so you know, but I feel like just cooking more vegan food and, you know, eating vegan food would be so much better for the planet and for my body. And I feel like it's not gonna be that hard because I love eating vegetables just in general. I'm not okay with like a few vegetables, but in general I just love vegetables. Zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, you name it. So I feel like that is cooking, I mean, is a very essential skill to have, and I feel like I have to learn that this year. And then I also want to develop a healthier relationship with food this year. Last year, my relationship with food was kind of toxic and pretty unhealthy. Every time I'm stressed, I would either binge eat or not eat at all. It's kind of scary. Mostly I would just binge eat though. And I just want to start seeing food as something that is necessary for me to survive instead of just a coping mechanism of stress and whatnot. And then hopping on to our next category, which is emotions and habits. We should learn, no, not we, I should control my emotional outbursts. I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job this year so far. It's been like, what, 2 weeks? I have only experienced one emotional outburst, and that is amazing. Also, this goal does not mean that I should pent it up and just not tell anyone and just numb out my emotions. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that channeling my anger, sadness, or any kind of negative emotion should be done in a healthier way, like talk it out or meditate, pray, you know, do all that stuff. I'm still gonna do some research on that, but so far it's going pretty good. And the next goal is to be more extroverted. I don't know if you can tell, but I am an introvert. I'm a homebody. I'm a hermit. Hermit is a frog. I don't know. I just feel like I should be more comfortable talking to actual people and not letting my anxiety and lack of self-confidence affect how I present myself to people. I want to be more extroverted in the sense that I want to be warmer to people, because I feel like I'm so cold when I first meet someone. Like, a lot of my friends tell me that I'm really quiet and I tend to be unapproachable when they first met me. So I feel like I want to change that. That's like so bad. That's not bad, but like that's not a trait I want to be known for. I also want to stop procrastinating. That is also one of my worst habits. Ivy taught me that I should never ever procrastinate, because all my homeworks, assignments, tests, quizzes, whatnot will just continue to pile up and eventually I'm just gonna end up going insane from the sheer amount of tasks that are undone. So that's what I want to work on. I just want to really get on the grind and work as soon as my assignments are handed out, you know what I mean? And then I also want to be more organized in terms of just my space, my living space, my room, managing my papers, managing my wardrobe, just be more organized as a whole. I'm actually planning to kind of just revamp my room a little bit, reorganize everything so everything just looks neater and easier to find. Next category, which is the creativity or free time category. I want to upload more consistently on YouTube. If you guys don't know, I'm actually uploading in a bi-weekly basis. I don't even know that you guys know, because like I never really told anyone. And I've been really inconsistent with my posting patterns because, you know what? No excuses. I've been inconsistent. Also, I want to try out drawing again. It's been so long. I've been so busy with school and social media life. I haven't been able to do the things I used to love doing, like drawing and painting and, you know, other artistic endeavors. I miss that a lot. In my free time, I also plan to document or capture more memories. I actually have a disposable camera with me. Here is my disposable camera. I also have another analog camera that was actually a hand-me-down from my mom 16 years ago. So that is the same camera that took all my baby pictures. Yeah, I just want to use cameras, even this camera, my vlogging camera, and vlog more, make videos, take pictures, just for me to remember and reminisce on my life at a time before. I need something to look back on. So yeah, I just want to keep track of all that, all my memories, all of that good stuff. And then I want to reconnect with at least 5 old friends or make at least 5 new friends. The real issue here is coming out of my shell and actually making the effort to initiate a conversation and maintain a relationship for an entire year. And then in terms of spirituality, I want to read the Bible more. It is kind of embarrassing to know that I've never opened a Bible willingly last year at all. I'm sorry, I'm not like a good Christian or whatever, but the fact that I'm too complacent about what I know about my faith is not a great thing. I just want to know more about my God, you know? Second is to swear less. This is something I've been like really struggling with. Starting like December, I've been kind of like muting the bad words I've been saying because I feel like that's not a good influence to certain people, especially younger audiences. And then I also want to go to church more. Last year, I feel like each month I only go to church like once. And then 4 is to pray. I feel like my prayers last year were so bad, but prayer is actually a way to communicate with God, and I feel like by praying I could also let out most of my emotional distress instead of lashing out on someone, you know. It's so much better to just have a little talk with God, have a little chit chat, and responses aren't always there, but I always feel like someone's listening, and I feel like that's a great way for me to heal as well. So those are my 20 goals for 2020. I hope you enjoyed this, and comment down below honestly if you were inspired by any of these resolutions, or even comment your 2020 resolutions down below. I'd love to see them, and I hope 2020 will be a great year for all of us.